What's going on, guys? You got Quasi here for Quasi Animation Studio, Quasi Media Network. You are presently at Animation Studio, and I want to show you guys what I've been working on. Like I said before, I'm still working on Alabaster. I'm using character models, of course, from Human Generator, which is right here. Okay, and I am presently doing some character animations or acting animations right now for a short film that I'm doing called Factor One. And I'm feeling like I may end up blending that story with my Silent Blade and Tavella stories, which all these things are sort of incorporated into each other. Uh, but nonetheless, we have here the the villain character by the name of Mensa, and I'm just doing some acting stuff. And I just wanted to show you what I was doing. So we go into acting tab. I have an action that's actually already created, and it's a fake user, so it's a baked action, uh, and everything's already in place or whatnot. But if I came in here and I just turned all of this off, like I'm sorry, turn this on, and then I just turn this off, you would just get just his dialogue, right? So just look at just his dialogue. Let me go ahead and click that again. So we just get just his
You
dialogue
have nothing to say.
and some
If
facial
you have
stuff.
nothing to say, then I suppose there is no reason to drag this
Okay.
on.
And I'm not sure how loud that is for you guys. I'm turning it down. So yeah, I it probably was loud. So I apologize for that. All right. So here we go again.
You have nothing to say. If you have nothing to say, then I suppose there is no reason to drag this on.
And there is some stuff that needs to be defined in his lips because it's vibrating right here.
Suppose there is no reason to drag this on.
Hold on.
If you have nothing to say, then I suppose there is no reason to drag this on.
And I get it because it's like and I suppose because even if you say suppose, there's a certain movement in your lips, and again I've been refining it. This is really a rush job. I'm not gonna lie. Like this could have been way better. The shot before this one that I did for line one was way better than this. You'll see that in the finished product. But I just wanted to show you guys some of the work I was doing where there's actions that are being built on and whatnot. So if I come in here and I turn all of it on, I think this will turn off. Let me turn that back on. So we look at the action itself, right?
You have nothing to say. If you have nothing to say, then I suppose there is no reason to drag this on. You have nothing to say. If you have nothing to say, then I suppose there is no reason to drag this on.
And that's one of the things where like if you're seeing this, I'm just wanting to show just how much you can do with the NLA editor. And in 3.4.1, when you want to add to an animation, you have to click this. But now where it says include missing NLAs, right? That has to be on because if it's not, you're not going to get it. So you can click this all day and you're still not going to get that menu. Click this, you're not going to get the side menu. So this needs to be on so you can click this. So when you click where it says no action, you'll actually now be able to get your menu to add and subtract, combine. Where if you want to stack the animation, okay. If not, then you'll end up with having to try to do it from the animation itself, and that is troublesome because now it's not going to allow you to. You're gonna have to go in and like remove like specific curves, like the scale or location curves, because it'll blow the character up. So, like, say for instance, if I put add, right? Not add. I'm sorry. Replace, and let's say I go down to let's say this one, right? And I say add. See what it does to them. So because there's a scale on it, and so it's easier to just stack on top of that. Like this is an addition, this one's add. If you see it says add, and this one's add. But that one's replaced because that's the actual facial thing, and there's no face animation on the default animations that had already done for the needling and the talking animation, or the hand gestures rather. So when you're stacking it, that's what you end up with. So now if I turn all this off, and then I go down here to line one, now it's all baked in right here. So I wanted to show you the workflow on the first one, but I messed around and deleted everything, so it didn't come out the same way. I mean, it came out well, but it didn't come out like. I'm sorry, it didn't. I didn't keep it, so I couldn't show you. Is what I meant to try to say. So yeah, but here we are. I just wanted to show you guys that, and just some progress going on with this. Still working on Alabaster. Me and buddy of mine are working on Dark Awakening Kalita, and I'm working on another project for a client right now, and several other projects, and also still working on the Origins of Cobra film, which is getting some revamps and some revisions also. So there's a lot going on, man. So those of you that have been leaving comments, subscribing, whatnot, please be patient and understand that some things I don't do anymore. So the knowledge of it is sort of not necessarily lacking. It's just that I just don't do it. So since I don't do it anymore, really not interested in talking about it. If you take that negatively, then you might want to have to like reevaluate some stuff, because I'm not being pretentious or obtuse. I'm just saying, hey, I don't deal with that stuff no more. You're gonna have to go look elsewhere. If it's not already in the video, and it probably is, just have to listen to what I'm saying and look at what I'm doing, and it's likely there. But nonetheless, I'm working with human generator models and changing all of my anime stuff over to those model types and giving them new garments, new clothing, or whatnot. I mean, even here when you see this guy, he's not wearing anything from Human Generator. This is actually clothing from the Dash store, because I was like, you know what, they have good clothing, and I can just interchange between the two things. Even now, when I'm doing the Gangsters in Space, they're not wearing anything from Daz. They're wearing clothing that's from a Human Generator. However, other characters are using Daz clothing, so that or getting introduced into the story. But anyway, with that being said, man, I just wanted to show you guys what I had going on. That you don't think that I'm just out here just like ignoring the channel, but this channel is second, so it's not primary. So if you want to see primary stuff, see what's going on, keep up with what's going on, go check out the main channel, which you can see there where it says this Quasi Media Network. Go there and you'll get all the up to date stuff you want to see. But again, that's the main channel, so I put show stuff there. I don't do tutorials, I don't do behind the scenes videos. I was doing that, but that's what this channel was created for, to have a space for that. So with that being said, if there are any questions, comments, anything you want to learn that you don't know, if it's Blender UI based, or trying to comprehend how to do something in Blender, it'd probably be best to go look up tutorials for that. If you're trying to figure out how to get a better workflow, ask the question. Or if you see me do something, or you're looking at something, like for instance, somebody might have seen me, drag all of this stuff and then everything muted. All I did was hit H. That's not something you would just know by default. But I mean, of course, if you went up here and you looked at, like, let's say edit or whatnot, like you go to edit, or you look at all the menus, you go to edit, there it is right here, is toggle muting is H. So if you want to know certain things, go into your menus, read them, look at each thing, because each place does something differently. Don't just sit there saying, oh, I'm gonna ask them, instead of just looking. Go and look. It's not gonna hurt you. Just go and look, read, open things, close things. If you look at it, my Blender, excuse me, my default Blender doesn't look like your default Blender. I mean, if I was to completely just show you what I mean, let's do this. So when I go to it, boom, that's mine. I don't start off with all the other mess and all that. Why even have it there? I'm not going to use it, because I tend to come in here to go to Human Generator and say, okay, I'm going to create a character, or I might be importing a set or building a set. It just depends. So with that being said, man, I hope to help somebody. Again, stick around. And pay close attention to the fact that we are genuinely making moves and doing things, and hopefully I can bring some new fresh stuff to the main channel, to the media network channel. So I'm out. Number love.